What's going on, everybody? Hello, good evening for some people, good morning for others, but for those on the East Coast, good afternoon. What's going on, everybody? Everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. Listen, 25 Days of Her. Like, have you been following this amazing series? It's been phenomenal with all the amazing women that have been featuring this month. And we still have more to go. Like, what day are we on? Like, wait a minute. It's almost like we're starting the whole, time 2 years ago. When it's like, what day is it? I don't even remember what day it is. What day is it? No, seriously, I don't remember what day it is. Is it 18? What number are we on? 17, 18? We getting there. We getting there. But I don't want this month to end. But to all, it will eventually. And then we'll just come on with something new. But in the meantime, 25 Days of Her, celebrating these amazing women that from all around the globe. And I'm looking at the queen that we got right now that's backstage. She just a grinning. She can't wait to come up in here. You ready? You ready? Like I'm about to tag Gerri. You ready to come in? All right. Well then, listen. Let's not waste any time. The feature for today, the one we're going to celebrate today, is none other than Gerri with the G. We got two Gerrys, y'all. Gerri G, the real Gerri. What's going on, Queen? What's going on?
Hey. Oh, I'm so thrilled to be able to share with y'all today.
Can't wait for you to share. Can't wait to tell everybody who you are and what you do. Like, you're one of the amazing, and I'm going to say it again, you're one of the amazing co-authors of HERStory. Yes. And, we've actually co-authored another book prior, but this one right here, this just gives me chills all up and down my spine. I'm just saying, chills up and down my spine. So without further ado, Miss Gerri, so that way the people can hear you, because I want them to hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear and loud. So listen, tell everybody who you are and what you do. I see everyone likes and give them some hearts and likes. Say hey, Gerri. So everyone say hey to Gerri today. Tell everybody who you are and what you do. Like, what's so special about you? Because we know it's a lot. I know it's a lot, but I want the people to know all about you.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on wherever you're tuning in from. I'm just thrilled to be here to share with y'all today. I am Gerri Savage Aldridge, and I am an author. I am a mother. I am a wife. I am an event planner. I just do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats, but mostly I am a encourager. I am a mentor to breast cancer survivors. Yes, I am a 23-year breast cancer survivor, and I am very, very proud of that. But today, I want to talk to y'all about collaboration, because collaboration has really been an awesome thing in my life. In fact, this is what we're doing with HERStory. It's a collaboration. What does it mean to collaborate with others? How does it benefit you as a businesswoman or an author? Collaboration is actually the action of working with someone to produce or create something. So that's what we did with HERStory. We worked together to create this awesome, awesome product that is global. So you can think different about how you can use collaboration. It just doesn't have to be in your city or your state. You can collaborate with HERStory. You can collaborate with others in different countries. And it helps you towards a common goal, and you want to be with the right people when you collaborate. And you'll know it because things will just start to happen for you, and you'll feel it in your spirit that this is what you're supposed to be a part of. And for me, it's been a lifesaver. I've met some amazing, amazing people through collaboration. And I have to give a shout out to Miss Carolyn Wilson because her and I, that's how we met, through collaboration. And as a result, we have gotten this bond, this relationship with each other, where we can throw ideas off of each other. We can share, when we need some emotional support. It's just an awesome thing to collaborate, and you embrace it, you use it, you seize the opportunity. And I want to talk to you about some of the things that you must consider when you become part of a collaborative effort. You want to be able to trust. You want to be able to have a tolerance for others. Listen to their opinions. Um, know who you are. Have your own self awareness so you know what you can contribute towards that collaboration. You might need to seek some advice from one of them. You know, you don't always have to go to course on your own. And most of all, respect the ones that you're collaborating with. Be open mostly to others. And so I just want to let you know that collaboration will help you with your purpose and your sense of belonging. It'll make it more clear to you as far as your purpose. So, those are two main things that everyone needs, and that's a purpose, a reason for getting up in the morning, having joy in your life, being happy about everyday endeavors. So collaboration will help you with that. It will give you a sense of purpose, and it'll give you a sense of belonging because you'll be a part of something bigger than yourself. And so the benefits will also help with emotional healing. And that's what I talk about in her story, being caught up with that emotional bondage. And I think we all go through that. Even when we have all these big dreams and goals, there are moments when we miss a loved one. You wake up and you just don't have that same motivation that you normally have. But if you're part of a collaboration, you have somebody to share those feelings with, and they can help you get out of that emotional bondage and have you feeling better than you've ever felt before, because y'all can work towards common goals, and it's just nothing better. You can uplift yourself, and you can also encourage others, because that helps also when you're going through emotional changes. It'll help with your self esteem. If you're feeling like, mm, I don't know, I just don't think I can do it. Well, it's nothing like having that other person that tells you, girl, you can do it. Let me help you. Let me show you. And also in collaborating, you see someone that's being successful. Everybody's not at the same level at the same time. I may get a promotion on my job that you want, Or I may get that offer for a part in a movie, something that you've always wanted to do. But when you see somebody else doing it, you say, I can do that too. Okay? So never, ever, ever give up on your dreams. Remember to stay focused, and you stay focused in purpose, and you can do that through being connected with a part of another collaborative. And in doing that, you'll have a win win situation, because not only will you find satisfaction yourself, you'll also get satisfaction from seeing someone else be successful at their dreams. And I am just thrilled to be able to share some of the collaborative efforts that I have done as a result of being a part of someone else's vision, as a matter of fact. It's not always your vision. I mean, when I received the call from Carolyn, I wasn't really, I didn't know her. I never even thought about having an event with someone else um, from another city. So when she called me and asked me about being a part of her event, I was very happy. And so we did that here in Atlanta. It was a pop up. It went very, very well. And then later, I became one of her ambassadors. I am her Atlanta ambassador for an event that she's been doing for several years in Philly. So that's one of the collaboratives. And then on another one, I'm part of a book called His Grace is Sufficient. And that's another collaborative that I received actually from Facebook. So you see these opportunities, and you seize them when you see, because it doesn't happen by accident. And so when I became a part of that, I was able to share another story, which is a very important part of my life, and that is about when, how you deal with losing someone and getting over it. And I also talked about being a breast cancer survivor. So I talked about being a survivor and what that means. So to sum it up, uh, collaboration for me is just something that I don't second guess anymore. I seize the opportunity, and I look at ways that I can benefit from it, uh, and also what I can put into the collaboration. So it sharpens my skills as an author, a motivator, and it helps me even with event planning, because I'm able to get opportunities to do some event planning, something that's also dear to my heart. So I just want to leave you with a final thought, and that is, don't give up on your dreams again, and look for opportunities where you can grow with others, where you can have input, and and where you can make a difference. But mostly, Search for your purpose. Find out your purpose and become uh, more adept at finding who you are and what you're meant to give in this world. Thank you for your time.
Like, I'm like, okay, I know the background, so you guys don't know she's an educator, so she's a teacher, so she's very very calming, and she was teaching us and educating us on, she's this master collaborator because he definitely sees the benefit in collaborating with other people, with other women especially. And I like how you brought in the fact, like, it does so many different things for you, and there's so many that I can tap on. Like, it helps you with your purpose, it helps you with just really, being able to, like you said, share, bounce ideas off of one another, be there to support one another. And, with this collaborative effort, I can just throw this out there. Like, when I got sick, like the whole tribe, the whole village, of HERStory, all pretty much just came and was like, okay, wait a minute, everything's pausing for a second. So, okay, wait a minute. We need to pray for you. We need to keep you in our prayers. We need to uplift you. We need to, okay, we want you to get better. And so that's where I was able to turn, even though I wasn't able to make it a public thing, but I was able to then go to my tribe, right? I was able to go to the ones that were the closest and say, hey, listen, this is what's going on. And that was helpful because that helped with, like you said, that mental piece, that helped with all of the being happy and not being happy. Because I'm gonna tell you, I was going through it when I came down with pneumonia. So that was a very scary time and place to be in. But, I had the support, the external support and love from all of the women in HERStory. So this is, also just me, also just giving back. Like you said, we support each other. So yes, they're in the book. Amazing. You got to get it. HERStory is over there somewhere. You got to get this under Gerri's name. You have to get this book because these women's stories are amazing, including Gerri's. And it allowed everyone to really tap into something deeper and really tap into something, a story that they never really told before, which is amazing because you know what that does when you're able to do that? It sets you free. it like, look at Jerry's like, whew, I've been holding on to that. Thank you. I was able to finally get that out, and somebody wanted to hear it. Like, I'm more than just being this breast cancer survivor. I'm more than, just being here and being on and a volunteer and being on everybody's event. I am me. I am Gerri. And that's what I want everyone to know. Who is Gerri? Like, Gerri is the master. Like I said, she's the master collaborator because she doesn't find an issue. And that's what I want other people to learn from Gerri, that there's no issue to work with someone else, right? Yes. Do you want to figure out what's going to benefit you? Because here's the thing. The reason why it has to benefit you, not, okay, let me clear this up. It has to benefit you because it has to be satisfying to your soul. That's the benefit.
Right.
Not a benefit is, well, what I'm going to get out of this. No. Because you're only going to put effort into something that is satisfying to your soul. And if it
True.
resonates with you, then you have no issue or problem with giving of yourself and giving and being, helping see someone else rise up. Because guess what? When one, and Gerri knows, because this is what I always talk about, when one win, we all win.
We all win,
We
right?
all win. And it's
Yeah.
not just the one show, it's all of our show. Like,
Yes.
they will tell you, like I said, yeah, my name is on the book, but this is our book. Like, this is her book. This is her book. This is her book. This is all of our books, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's how, and it's really debunking that whole myth, right? And I like how
Mm-hmm.
Gerri's like, I can't wait to talk to them about collaboration because look what it's gotten us. Like I said, I didn't know Gerri from a can of paint. Half these
Right.
women I didn't know, but I know them now, right? But the thing is, I
Right.
don't have
Right.
to know them to know them.
Right.
Because,
Right.
like I said the other day, I said light recognizes light. And then iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
So when
Mm-hmm.
you're collaborating with one another, it's to help each other and uplift each other. And like Gerri said, everyone is not at the same part in the race, right? If you ever,
Right.
track and field, you notice when there's a longer race beyond just that's the short, like 100 yards or 50, 60 yards, you notice that on the turn, they usually start on the turn and they're staggered because everyone doesn't start at the same point.
That's right.
But
That's
they
right.
have the same distance. It's just some people will just move a little further than others, but
Hmm.
it's a staggered start.
It is.
It
It
doesn't
is.
matter what lane you're in.
Right.
You're going to
Right.
get to the finish line.
Yeah. And
It
it's
doesn't
it's
matter.
yeah, and it's such a good feeling when you do get to that finish line. And
Right.
yeah, I forgot to mention, like you said, I had all these titles. I'm a serial volunteer person. Love to volunteer
I know
in my
that.
community. Yeah, HOA president. I sit on one of the councils for the of my county, one of the boards. Just so many.
Hence,
Master
master collaborator.
collaborator. Right. And then I have a book coming out with a woman that was a wonderful woman that was my coach, my book coach. She decided she wanted to collaborate with her students. And so the book that I spoke to her last week, and she said that book will be out in April. Love is. I'll have it advertised on my
Love
IG.
is love.
Love is, and the women talk about what love is. And so um my piece is about my mother. I dedicated to her and I wrote a poem to her. So I'm real excited about that as well. That's a
Wow.
collaboration.
That's a collaboration. And look, Gerri,
Yeah.
speaking of collaboration, you was talking about this, right?
His
Shout out
grace
to
is sufficient.
Teresa. Shout out to
Right.
Teresa. And this
Right.
was a collaboration. Now watch this. Because people, I don't know if people are afraid to do this or to collaborate. I don't know. But once again, there are 25 women in this book. And
I forgot what page I'm on. I'm
yeah,
on.
no, but I'm about to tell you who I know and have built a I know most of the women at this point because I reached out to them. See, I'm not afraid to reach out, but the ones that stuck is Gerri. It's Gerri, and I can give a shout out to Sharon Gully, down in Jacksonville. So I mean, there are only certain ones that was like okay, and then obviously Teresa herself, because we
Yeah.
collaborate on another book, and it's just amazing how this when you allow yourself to be open, and I think we heard Tanisha talked about when she went about having this closed fist when you're
Mm.
closed and you're holding on to all this is mine. This is my book. This is my podcast. This is mine. This is the Carolyn show. This is all about look, I'm grabbing all my stuff, right? What's no, no. We're celebrating 25 days of her with the 25 amazing women that are in her story of being healed, empowered, and resilient. And that's their story of how they were and then how they got through. See, but this celebration is to show everybody and just introduce you to the world of who you are outside of those things, because we are amazing. No one really gets to understand who we are because you look at the outer appearance and they make a snap judgment, and a lot of times they're wrong. A lot of times they're wrong.
Mhm.
So it's just really about taking this moment to say, Gerri, I see you. Gerri, you doing it. You rock star. You're the bomb.com. You're doing, should I have said that on here? But anyway, you're doing amazing because the bots be
Thank
like, did she say the word? So it's really about, and that's what it is for all the ladies. Like, this is your time. This is your day. This is Gerri day. Gerri with the G day. It's the G day. It's the G day. It's the G day. From the ATL. So listen, so what, let me ask you a question. So because you're this master collaborator and you see how it's connected you to all these people, even through volunteering, like what was the purpose behind it for you that make you want to be connected to, people, different walks of life, from the HOA, from being on a podcast, from being a volunteer at a conference, to being an author, to being a speaker? Like, what was the because there's always a message behind the message. So what was it in you that made you say, come on, Gerri, let's do this? Like, so what was that all about?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it for me, it's healing. It helps me heal. I feel it in my inner soul that when I am helping others, I'm helping myself. And I forgot that I had an opportunity to be a talk show host, and that was about motivating women entrepreneurs, and I got a chance to be a co-host. I didn't realize how beneficial that would be to not only the listeners but also to me. And with that collaboration, we were a family. We were a family. And so I am motivated to help others. I am a mentor. I was a school teacher, so I'm naturally a caregiver, one that will sit and listen. So I knew I had that spirit of helping. And so by being in positions with all these different entities, different boards. Each one of these projects that I am a part of becomes a family to me. We call it what? A family of families. And so I am really, really inspired by what's happening outside of my life. And so by doing all these different collaborations, it just gives me a chance to see more of what people are doing, and it gives me a chance to use my skills um, to help them with whatever they're trying to accomplish. So it really gives me a sense of accomplishment to be a part of collaborations. And two, I like to see others win. It's not just about me. I like to see people win. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
love
that's the
that.
mind thought you have to have about this collaboration. Is not about you. It's about the the family of families that you're becoming a part of, and then it'll affect you and it'll help you when you
Yeah.
least expect it.
When you least expect that. Gerri, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. And that's one of my platforms about volunteering, and just being of service. And there's something about it, and you're right. It is healing. Helping others helps me. That was one of my
Hmm.
taglines for the longest time, and it's so
Love
true.
it.
Like,
Hmm.
it does. When you are able to, you're able to give and give freely, and then it's going to come back. It has no choice but to come back to you. And like you said, when you least expect it, and a lot of times it'll come to you even greater than the way you gave it out.
That's right.
So, but that's the intent. You have to have that in your heart. You have to have that as the intention, that you're just being of service, right? And then
Hmm.
look what can happen. Look what can happen. You can too be like Gerri. You too
Oh
can have
boy.
purpose. You too can have joy in your heart and happiness. Look at that smile. Like, she just lights up. Like, just
I'm
like,
happy. I'm
like,
so happy. Yes. I'm so happy.
it's like she's
Yeah.
happy. I
Thanks.
mean, and that's the amazing thing, that when you're able to do something that literally, when I talk about, is set your soul on fire. And that's when you are the most happiest, because you are like really in touch with yourself, and it just feels great. And then you can now connect. You can
Hmm.
connect in a much deeper way
Right.
than than you can when you have, negativity, or just seeing like, what they doing now, like, type of thing. It's like, man, like, doing some good things, like, you know what,
Yeah.
like, let
Yeah.
me, you need anything, you need help, maybe. I don't know what I can do, but man, I just, because here's the thing: if you feel good, and if I'm around you, then I'm gonna feel good. So
That's right.
that's if I'm open. Now, if you're coming with closed fists, when your fists are closed, nothing can come in. And guess
Yes.
what? Nothing can go out because it's
That's
closed.
right.
So,
Mhm.
man, so Gerri, you just really, like I said, you hit the, how do you say, the nail on the head right there, with the whole
Yes.
collaboration, and just being this collaborator, and just being being you, right? Just really being authentically you, and being open to the possibilities, right?
That's right.
Even though it's
Mhm.
unknown,
I
and to
know.
do that. And here's the thing: and when you have collaborations, that takes a level of trust,
That's
and the
what, and I
trust
said that.
comes
Yes.
when you're healed, because when you're not
Mhm.
healed, you don't trust. And when you don't
True.
trust, you can't work together, you can't
Mhm.
collaborate. Then you close like, you see how all this stuff kind of just ties in together. Listen, man, we're gonna be here for a whole nother we're gonna have a
I
whole
know. I
we're
know.
gonna have a healing conference on just this one right
I
here.
know. Well,
Just
we
this
had,
one right
I
here.
know, and Carolyn, just to sum it up, yeah, we had to trust Teresa
Yeah.
in that process because I had never done that before,
Yeah.
and it's through Facebook. I
Yeah.
mean, she could have just disappeared,
She could have.
but I felt like she was genuine, and
Yeah.
she started me on this journey saying, "Look, you can do this." So
Right, right. You know what? And then when you do, and don't get me wrong, there are people that run into situations that's like, man, I ain't never doing that again.
true.
Here's the thing: you're never doing that again with that person. Put it that way. Change your
Hmm.
narrative. You're going to
Hmm.
do it again because you were open to do it. Don't allow one experience, like, that's like, you ever like, bag of cherries. Like, I love cherries or grapes or whatever, any kind of fruit. And it's like, whoa, these are sweet. And then you bite into one, it's like, whoa, that was not good. That was a bad one. So are you going to throw the rest of them away? And it's like, I'm never eating grapes again. I'm never eating cherries again. Woo! Oh, that tangerine was there. No, you just gonna go, whoo, that one was bad. And then you go right back to doing what you were doing and eat the rest of them, like, they're good again. And now you get to enjoy them. See, but don't let that one experience, don't let that one bad taste ruin it for the rest of
That's right.
you, because then you miss out. Now, of course, the grapes, and they don't want to be eaten, but that's what they're here for. But you will miss out on the joy that it brings you when you're like, oh, man, that was good. Ooh, I gotta get me some more. You got to get me some more, because when you feel good, you want more. You want more when things are good. When they're
Hmm.
bad, you're like, but then we allow that one bad moment, that one bad
Right.
seed, that one bad situation, that one bad apple, right, in the bunch,
Hmm.
ruin the rest of your experience. And just don't do that. Don't that's where you have to let that realize that that's that one moment in time, and that was the person that, the situation that, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that that's everything else, unless you already see. And the reason why he's like, well, no, everyone I run into is like that. Well, you know why?
Okay.
Because you just said that, and that's your belief. So everything that's going to come to you now is going to confirm your beliefs. And then you're going to further say, see, that's why I can't trust nobody. That's why I can't work with people, because that. Well, of course you won't, because that's what you're believing now. And now it's going to become your truth.
Hmm.
And it doesn't
That's
have
right.
to. So does that so was the truth that the whole batch was sour? No, just that one. Now, could you get a batch that has more than one sour ones? You could.
Yes.
You could. But all in all, it's still good. And if you do throw it away, it's like, I don't want this no more. You throw it away. Guess what you go do next time you go to the market? You go get another bunch. You don't say, I'm never, ever, ever, ever eating grapes again. For the last time I had grapes, they were there. So just follow where I'm going with this analogy. I hope you guys
Yeah,
got it.
I
But
got it.
listen,
I got it.
Gerri, so I thank you so much for coming on with us today. So we can celebrate you. 25 days of her. This Women's History Month. It is just a HERStory month. Yeah, that's what it is. HERStory month.
HERStory month,
Her
right?
story month. So yeah, I should have made that her story month. But anyway, so but it's the year of her. So we already know that because the things
That's
we got
right.
planned for the year. I'm
Oh,
so excited. So just stay tuned. Make sure you go to this bit.ly link down there and you get her story and you get on the mailing list so we can keep you posted on everything that's going down and where we're going to pop up and show up to a country and city near you. Yeah, I said country. You heard
that's right.
exactly what I said. You heard
On the
it.
beach. On the beach. We're gonna
Gonna
be
be
on the beach.
We're gonna be on a world tour. Okay. All right. So
That's
a
right.
world tour for real, for real.
Yeah.
So, but listen, Gerri, the one thing that I always ask before we go, can you give everyone just because you already kind of gave them your final words, but give them um listen, I don't even know if there's a quirky fact about you because you do just about everything under the sun. But is there a quirky fact?
Who? What is there quirky about me? My husband could probably answer that question, but he's asleep. Um, I tell you one thing, I'm a neat freak. So I will clean probably twice a day. I'll clean my house. That's something that not everybody will do. Yeah.
All right,
That's
I'm gonna have
something.
to like call you just to come on over on this side. Then you can use one of
I
those
like
energy
to
balls
do
and just come
that.
over here and just kind of do
Yeah.
all that. I would be
Uh-huh.
grateful. I'll be grateful.
Yes, yes.
But
And that's I can't think of anything right
well,
now.
that was
I'll
it.
probably
That was it.
yeah, that's it.
You're a neat freak and
Hmm.
you overly obsessed and you have to clean your house from top to bottom, spick and span twice a day. When you get up, when you go to bed, just like when you brush your teeth and you do that, you do it twice a day. It's like that was part
Right,
of your
right.
regimen. Have to clean the house twice a day. Like that, everything
Yes,
has to
my
be in place.
I have
And
to
there you
have
go.
my kitchen, I can't have any dishes in the sink before I go to bed. That's a good one.
That's a
Yes.
good one. Well,
Yes.
I would hope people do that, but I don't think
Not,
so.
no, not
Okay, we're gonna leave
really.
that alone. We're gonna leave that alone because I might be guilty of that sometimes. So I'm gonna shut up. So anyway, so so and listen, well, I know, right? Just let all the cat out of the bag. So listen, what about um just give everybody a word, just a word and the meaning behind the word of what something they can hold on to for the rest of the day and maybe to carry them through.
Hmm. Resilience. I want you to think about that word and know that it means that you can conquer anything that's thrown at you. Do not think that you are, don't look at so-called failures as a failure. Something happens and you think you can't overcome it. Yes, you can. Look at it as opportunity, not as a failure. And so with resilience, you can come back from anything. Resilient. So be that woman, be that resilient woman that's able to overcome. That's how I became a
No, just
survivor.
wow. Okay, you heard it, ladies and gents. Resilient. That's her word for the day. So, Gerri, thank you so much for allowing us to just like get to know you and really feature you and celebrate you today. 25 days of her. And so, listen, we're going to jump over. We're going to chip back here for stay backstage for a second, and we're going to hop over to Instagram, say hi to those folks. But thank you, Gerri. Everyone's give Gerri some
Okay.
love. You had some love from a couple of our co-authors. You had Sarah from the UK tuned in.
Wow.
Um, yeah, you have somebody, your Amba sister. You had I believe that's Tanisha that popped in. So yeah, you had some people coming in, chiming in, giving me some hearts and love. So there you go.
All right.
All right, see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, man, did I tell you that today was going to be like no other day? Like today was going to be another awesome day. Like I said, what day is it? I don't even remember. Was it 18, 17? I'm starting to lose track and count, but I know one thing about being a collaborator. You never know when you just step out on faith and you reach out to a person, or if a person reaches out to you. Let your spirit tell you, not your fears, not your insecurities, not your bad experiences. See, people have to show you, they'll show you who they are. And then you just believe them. That's it. Easier said than done. I know. I'm guilty of that too. But listen, there's being able to work together in so many different ways, shapes, or form. And it doesn't even matter if they're in your own family, if they're, and she said your family of families, could be in your city, could be in your state, could be in your country. It doesn't even matter. Because, if anything we've learned, at least I know I have, that, man, we're beyond limitless. We're boundless, borderless. So listen, I want you guys to do and be one of three things right after you get this book. I just looked down and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to show y'all. Here we go. Her story, Empowered and Resilient, Healed, Empowered, Resilient. Just go get a copy of the book. Get on the list so that way you can know exactly what we're doing and where we're going and where we're going to pop up to a city and a country near you. This is the year of her. So once again, thank you for spending this afternoon with us, this evening with us, this morning with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. I want you to do one of three things. I want you to be empowered. That's so important. And I want you to be inspired. And then last but not least, go light up the world and just go be magnified. This is your girl, Carolyn Wilson, the Fearless Magnified Educator. This is 25 Days of Her. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.